Well, thank you for chatting with us at Movie Fix.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on Street Kings. This is, for me, a tense movie. This was obviously the intention, given that you wanted it to be real. How did you prepare for playing John Ludlow?
David Ayer, the director, kind of set up a situation where I could kind of put me in an intensive kind of Street Kings course. So he introduced me to a martial artist guy that he worked with, so I did some of that kind of work. He introduced me to an ex-LAPD officer, so I got to do some ride-alongs and kind of spend time with him. And then he set up a situation where I worked with a tactical guy.
Sure.
And so I kind of did that. I was doing like hands-on kind of physical stuff, learning some stories, internalizing, listening, and then working with the weapon.
You talked about the hanging out with an LAPD officer. One of the things that struck me was the language in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really wanted to know was, throughout, I was like, they're talking about a 211. I'm trying to figure this out. Do you guys get like a handbook from, the LAPD going, here's what all these codes mean, and here's what...
Yeah, hopefully, I was on the grounds talking 211 with these gangbangers coming in hot, so maybe, that's a robbery. And then I had a 187 on a peace officer.
See, I didn't pick that up. That was just too fast for me.
Oh.
It's like 187. I will remember that.
Yeah, you kind of had to get that, and... yeah, like I said, it was just like this kind of like a little mini training course. Yeah.
And you obviously had worked, you did work with such a huge ensemble cast with Forrest Whitaker, Academy Award winner, Hugh Laurie, from House. I'm like, oh my God, it's House. And the opening scene where he comes on is like just perfect.
Yeah.
What was it like on set with these guys?
Good. I mean, it was just, everyone was really focused and everyone was really kind of, we had our director, David Ayer, was really kind of, come on, guys.
Kind of just rousing the troops.
Rousing the troops, and he's in your face, and he's in your head, man, and he's just, he's grabbing you, and everybody was really open to participating like that,
yeah. Was there much switching off? I mean, because it is a very intense and tense film, and you had folks like, Common in the game, and did you guys break out into song to, like, tear up the mood? I mean, these guys are from the music industry, and I was waiting for, like, some rap to come on.
I don't know, it was cool. I heard some good conversations with Common, to this other cat who worked on the film, played his partner in the movie, Clay or Bone. They had some good raps, because Bone is a Blood, old school Blood, and it was kind of just cool to hear the streets reacting to someone who was involved in music. There was some cool dialogues about that.
Excellent. And one thing that really, this is not a comedy, obviously, but what made me laugh out loud.
Humor.
There was some humor. And the humorous part, when actually, a couple of the folks beside me in the theater looked at me when I started laughing, was when he used the phone book.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually didn't realize that was a cop trick. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I didn't know.
Well, whose trick did you think it was? You never heard of a phone book as being like an instrument of, what would that be an instrument of? Getting someone's attention.
Like a firecracker, Well, I actually have a phone book, and no, I'm kidding. We're having you hit me. So, when I was researching this, I ran down to the corner video store and had a list of, like, your movies, and I said to the manager, I'm going to meet him, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And she said, he used to come here. I said, all right. And he's got late fees. I'm like, okay.
No, really?
Let me tell him. Well,
what?
I don't know. She's like, look, we can't talk about it because of the Privacy Act. Like, all right,
it must be 10 years old or 5 years old.
This is from when you were filming, The Matrix.
I've got late fees. I don't believe a word of it.
I will go back to her and let her know that, your reaction.
I'd like to pay her.
Well, apart from, the late fees, how do you keep a normal life or a low profile?
You don't go out much.
Well, that's one.
That's
do
one.
Do you stay at home and cook? Do you watch DVDs at home and,
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
normal guy.
Normal
thing.
Well, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.